What is going on, everybody? Today we're going to be doing a killer back and bicep routine. It's going to be 4 different compound movements. This is going to be my weekly weigh-in where I document my progress going along this journey, and then I have a killer non-alcoholic beer for you guys. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Zach O'Connor. It's very nice to meet you and welcome to Building a Better Me. This is a channel centered around all of us getting better every single day through diet, exercise, and in some cases sobriety, myself included. I am currently 109 days sober, and that includes New Year's Eve. This was actually the first New Year's ever that I celebrated sober. My wife and I went to go see Band of Horses over in Denver at the Fillmore. It was a really good show. The opener did kind of suck, but it was a great vibe. Everybody was very happy to be there. My wife and I were sober the entire time. Band of Horses played until 12:40 in the morning. They played every single song that I wanted to hear, and at midnight, right as their song Our Swords ended, all the balloons dropped from the ceiling. Everybody screamed Happy New Year. I shared a special moment with my wife because not only were we both sober, but this is also us celebrating our 5-year wedding anniversary. It was a very special moment, and I can't really think of a better way to kick off 2025. It was a great start to the new year. Now, regarding the exercise today, we're going to be doing 4 different movements. I'm going to have words on the screen showing exactly what's going on. This is going to take about a minute and a half. If you want to skip past the workout and go right to the weigh-in, please use the chapters down at the bottom. I put them there for a reason. Same is true for the non-alcoholic beer option. I really hope you enjoy it. Being early on in the process like we are, I think it's way more important to focus on intensity and doing everything properly than it is to focus on max weight. We're building a foundation here. We're not building on top of the foundation, if that makes any sense. Now, I did mention we'd be doing a weekly weigh-in to track our progress. That's exactly what I did. I hopped on this thing called an InBody. It's this machine that you stand on barefoot. It tells you your exact weight. You then put in your age, your gender, and your height, and you grab these handles on the side. From there, it sends these pulses through your body, and in about 60 seconds or so, it prints out your results on this sheet of paper. Now, this sheet of paper is very, very honest. It does not have feelings. It does not have emotions. It just tells us where we are at in the process. Let's go ahead and review for the week. Now, there's a lot of information to take in here, but the key takeaways are that I am a 6 foot tall, 29-year-old male. My body fat mass, 64.4 pounds. My basal metabolic rate is 1,945 pounds. For those of you that don't know, your basal metabolic rate is basically if you sat in bed all day and your spouse spoon-fed you, this is how many calories you would burn. Now, this also shows you your segment lean mass, which is how your mass is distributed throughout your body. And finally, at the very top, it totals up all the factors of your weight. For me, it is currently 253.5 pounds, and the date is January 4th, 2025. Now, I did mention we are going to be tracking progress here, so I'm going to be keeping all of these every single week in a nice little binder, which I am lovingly calling the Building Better Binder. It's kind of cheesy, I know, but like, come on, that's what we're trying to do here, right? And speaking of getting better, if you are currently trying to get sober, I mentioned I am 109 days sober, and one of the key reasons why is because I have found some amazing non-alcoholic options that I'm going to be sharing with you every week. Today, we're going to be looking at a beer. So this is a Kolsch style beer from Best Day Brewing. If you are into that German, almost Pilsner style beer, this is gonna be great for you. And anyone who's a fan of those German and Belgian beers are gonna know what I'm talking about. It's a bit more of an intense flavor, but it's nice and full. It kind of coats your entire mouth, a little bit more of a bready or yeasty flavor as well. It's got a great color to it. It bubbles over like a real beer, but it contains less than 0.5% alcohol. Looks like a real beer, it smells like a real beer, and most importantly, it tastes like a real beer. Now, I know a lot of people want to go ahead and knock on non-alcoholic drinks. You hear it all the time. If I was going to drink a beer, why would I do it just to be sober? Listen, if you're able to have 1 or 2 beers and then just cruise, good for you. For some of us, myself included, 1 beer turns into 7 beers, and I just don't have time for that anymore. The real crazy part is when you go sober for long enough, when you drink a non-alcoholic beverage that's really good and believable, it actually does like a little psychosomatic thing in your head. You almost kind of start to feel like a low-key buzz, even though nothing is happening. It's pretty awesome. Now, for the record, I am not affiliated with any product that I mentioned. If I ever am, I will let you know that I'm affiliated with that product. I'm just genuinely going to be recommending products and recipes that I feel will benefit you on your journey to being a better you. Stay happy, stay healthy, have a great day.